Welcome to my video on an important Qt Creator Framework project. In this video, we will write a C++ program for movie ticket reservation management system. So first we have to open our Qt framework and then we have to create a new project. So first I will click this new or add button and then I have to select this Qt widgets application. And now I should decrease the window size and then I will click this choose button and now I have to provide a name to my project. So this is a movie ticket. So here I will add movie only and then I will click next button and here you can see three more options like QMake, CMake and QBS and I will work with QMake and then I will click next button and now this is class information like class name is main window and you can change the class name and this is base class q main window and this is header file main window dot h and it contains all header files for C++ and this is source file main window dot cpp where we have to write our cpp code and here this checkbox is clicked to generate a form and then this is form file main window dot ui where we have to design a user interface. So I will click next and here you can select a language to translate your project but I will select none and this is by default and then I will click next and here I have a single kit. You may have multiple kits but I have only single kit and it contains a compiler to compile your project. Okay, so I will select it and this is 64-bit and then I will click next again and then finish button. So my project is created successfully. Now I have to design user interface. So I will open or expand this form file and then I will open this template main window dot UI to create a user interface. Okay, so first I will add a title for my user interface window. So I will select it and then drag it and then drop it into this template. And then I will change text value. So here I will enter. So this was movie ticket. Okay, movie ticket reserve sorry, reservation. And this is ticket. Okay, movie ticket. So now I have to apply some styles. So I will select it and then I will click right button and then I will choose this option change style sheet. And here I have to use name of this widget as a selector and name is Q label. So next I have to change background color by using background property and then I will give any value as a background color. So I will give light green or light gray. You can choose any color. Then I will change font size by using font size property. And here I will give value 30 px and then I will set another style like font color by using color property and then I will give value white for color. Okay, and then I will click apply button and then OK button. So this is movie ticket reservation. Okay, so now by using this user interface window you can reserve a ticket for movie. Okay, so next I have to add some input fields uh, that are called line edit widgets. Okay, but first I have to add one more label to help the user. So here I will change text value. So here enter name because we have to get name of customer. So name, enter name. Here we have to get name of a customer and then I will apply some style to this label. So I will select it and then I will click right button and then I will choose this option and then I will use Q label name of widget as a selector and then I will change font size. So here I will use font size property, and then I will give value 15 px semicolon, and you can also change font color. Okay, so here I will click apply and okay. So this is enter name, and here we have to get name from a user. So we will get name by using line edit widget. So here I will find line edit widget. So here in input fields, so there is line widget, I can search it. So here line edit, so this is line edit widget. I will drag it and then I will drop it here. So next I have to copy this label, and then I will paste it to next line, and then I will change value. Here I have to get uh, customer ID. Okay. Now I have to use another line edit widget to get ID of customer. So here I will search here line edit widget once again, and then I will drag it and I will drop it in this template. And now I will increase the size, and then so I can copy this existing one, and then I can paste it on the next line. So I can copy it and then I will paste it on the next line. If I have applied some styles, then it will be copied with its styles. Okay, and now I have to add an button. So here I will search q push button. So this is push button. I will drag it and then I will drop it here. And next I have to change style of this button. So I will select the text, and first I will change the text value. So this is OK button. Now I will change the text size. So I will select it and then I will click right button, and now I will choose this change style sheet option. So here I will use the name of this widget, that is q push button, and now I will use it as a selector, and then I will use font size property. So here I will type font size, and then I will give value 15 px, or I can give value 20 px, and then I will use semicolon in the last. So here I will click apply button and then OK button. Now you can see that this OK is increased in size. Now I have to make functional this OK button. So I will select it once again and then I will click right button, and now I will choose this option, go to slot, and here I will choose this option, click OK, and now I will click OK. Now these are signals, different signals, but we have to choose this click signal, and then I will click OK. Now you can see that a function is added in this template. Okay, so I can change the name. This is on push button click. So I have to change the name of this function. So I will open this template main window .h, and here you can see this function was added. So I will remove it, and now I will add. I can set any name for this function, but I will give name ticket function. Okay, ticket function, and then I have to use it in this main window.cpp. So here I will change the name of this function or slot. Okay, so here this is ticket function. Okay, ticket function, and now sorry, I think this is a mistake or spelling mistake. So I will go back, and here ticket function, and here I will go back to menu.cpp. So this C was extra, so I will remove it, and now it is perfect. So this is ticket function, ticket fun function. Okay, now we have to connect a signal with slot. So first I want to explain everything in this template. So this is main window.f. This is a header file of main window class, and this is a class to create user interface, and this is a constructor. Okay, this is a constructor, and here we have initialized UI, and this is destructor. Okay, so when we have to destroy any object, Then here we have to define a descriptor for that object, and this is slot or function. So here we have to write our CPP code. So first I have to connect signal with slot. I mean, when this button or OK button will be clicked, then this function or slot will be called. Okay, so here I have to connect it by using connect method, UI and arrow, and here I have to use the name of widget, that is push button. Okay, now I have to define the name of this widget by reference. Okay, so name of widget is cube push button. So this is cube push button that will fire a signal, and signal is click. Okay, and next I have to use, sorry, here I have to use closing parenthesis, and then I have to use this pointer, and then I have to connect with this slot. Okay, so this slot exists in our main window class. So here I have to define main window class, and then the name of slot, that is ticket function. Okay, so this is slot name, and in the last I have to use semicolon. So in this way we have connected this signal. Signal is clicked with slot, and slot is ticket fun. Okay, now we have to write our code right here. Okay, so first I have to declare some global variables. So I will go to this template main window dot h. I will open it, and then here I have to declare some variables. So int count, I will declare a variable with name count, and another with name column, okay, or row, and then another variable with name column, okay, or call. So I have declared three variables, and these are global. Okay, now I have to initialize them in main window dot cpp. So here I have to initialize them. Okay, so here our first is count. So I will initialize it with 20 or 50. Okay, 50. So it means that we have total 50 seats in a cinema. Okay, and then I have to initialize our second variable, that is row. Okay, and I have to initialize it with 0, and then I have to initialize our last variable, that is call, and I will initialize it with 0. Okay, so I have initialized these three variables. Those are global variables. Now I have to use them right here. Okay, so first I have to get a user id and name from user interface elements with name line 1 and 2. Okay, so here I have to declare a variable. So this is local variable string and pure string. It is type of variable, and now I have to get name. So I will declare variable with name, and then I have to get value by using user interface element. That's why I have to use UI, then arrow, and then I have to use the name of widget, that is line edit. Now I have to define the type, and type is text, and in the last I have to use semicolon, and now use string once again, use string, and here I have to use id, and now I have to get id by using UI element, and element is line edit 2, and now I have to define type. Type is text, and then semicolon in the last of statement, and next I have to use condition. Okay, so here I have to use if condition. Now I have to set condition that if count, okay, count is greater than 0. So here I have to decrease value of count in the body of this if condition. Okay, so if count is greater than 0, I mean that we have any seats that is available, and then I have to define the body. So this is body of if condition. Okay, so if count is greater than 0, then we can reserve a seat. But if value is not greater than 0, then we have to display a message that sorry, no seat available. Okay, so here I have to use else, and here I have to print a error message by using QMessage box. So we have to use QMessage box. So first we have to include it. Okay, sharp include, and here we have to include QMessage box. QMessage box. So we have included it, and now I have to define a QMessage box. Okay, QMessage box, and then I have to define type. Type is information because we have to inform the customer. Okay, and here I have to use this pointer, and then I have to set a title. So title is error. Okay, error, because we have to show an error, and then I have to use comma. Now I have to write that what is error. Okay, sorry. So here not comma should write here. Okay, so now I will go to next line, but you can do all this process in the same line, but I am going to next line to make the code clear and easy to understand. So here I will set a string that all seats reserved. Okay, all seats reserved. So it means that all seats are reserved. Now you cannot reserve any new seat. Okay. So this is in case that if count is equal to 0. So if count is greater than 0, then we have to check that what is row number and what is column number. So here first I have to define that if. Now here I have to check that what is number of our columns. So here call if call is less than 10. Okay. So if it is less than 10, then I will go inside the body of this if condition. Now I have to assign a seed. Okay. So here I have to show message that you have reserved a seed successfully, and then so here I will type QMessage box because I have to show message by using QMessage box. Okay, so this is QMessage box, and here I have to define type. Type is information, and then this pointer, and then a title for this QMessage box, and title is success. Okay, success, and then I will use comma, and I will go to next line. So here I have to print seat number, first a string, then seat number and row number. Okay, so here I have to use string first, that you have reserved seat number. So here I have to print seat number. So here I have to concatenate variable with this string. So first you should know a rule that if you have to print value of a variable, then its type should use string. Okay, if you are trying to add here a variable with type int, then it will not work. Okay, and it will show you an error. So first you have to convert it into string. Okay. So here q string, I will declare a variable. So q string, and here first I will convert uh, row into string. So row was integer type. Now I have to convert it into string. So here q string. This is the method to convert integer value into string. Okay. So here I have to define previous type, that was number, and then name of variable, that is row, and here I have to define row underscore str because now we are going to convert it into string. Okay, so here I have to use semicolon in the last, and now I have to convert an other variable into a string. So this is call underscore str, and then you can use any other name instead of call str and row str. So this is q as string, okay, because now we have to convert it into q string, and this is scope operator, and then previous type. The previous type was number and name of column that will be converted, okay. So now I have to convert count, okay. So q string and then count str, okay, count str. Now I have to convert it also. So q string, this is new type, and previous is number, okay. So here I have to define number and then name of variable that will be converted, and then I have to use semicolon in the last of this statement. So in this way I have converted all three variables. Those were integer types, and now these are string type. So now I can use these variables or values of these variables in this message box. So first I have to print seat number, okay. So seat number is call underscore str, okay. So now I have to concatenate it with next string. So I will go to next line, okay. So seat number, and now I have to print in row. So now I have to print row number. So here I will use plus sign and then row underscore str. Okay. So now I have to print also remaining seats. Okay. So here I will concatenate it, and now I will use backslash n. Okay. Backslash n to go to new line. Now previous string will be ended and a new string will be continued. So here I have to print remaining seeds. Okay. So here I will print message that remaining seeds, and now I have to print remaining seeds. Okay. So count str is variable that contains remaining seeds. Okay. So I have to use semicolon in the last. Now, if count is less than, sorry, greater than 0, okay, then we are able to assign or reserve a seat. Otherwise, we will print this message that, sorry, all seats are reserved. And if columns are less than 10, then we are reserving seat in the same row. But if columns are greater than or equal to 10, then we have to add new row. Okay. So now I have to go to next. Now I have to use else statement, and then I will go inside the body of this else. Now I have to uh, increase the value of row. Okay. Row plus plus, and then I will assign 0 to for. Okay. So for I will assign it 0. Okay. 0. I mean, when one row is finished or ended, then second row will be started, and it will be started from first state. Okay. So that's why I am increasing the value of row, and then I am assigning 0 to this call. But here I have to increase the value of call. Okay. Call plus plus, because if value is less than 10, then we will assign next seat. Okay. So for example, first we have reserved 3 seats. Now we are going to reserve another seat. Then seat number 4 will be reserved. Okay. So now I will save it, and then I will execute my project by clicking this run button. Okay. Now I will wait for some time, and then our project will be executed, and then we will able to test our program. So we have no error. Yes, I think we have no error, and now this is our output. So here I have to enter name. Sorry, I will close it. I should print the name and ID of our customer. Okay, so here I will add here. Okay, row number, and then in double pair of comma. So in row for now I have to print the name. Okay, for Mr. or Mrs. So here I have to print the name. So I will use plus to concatenate it with this previous string. So I have names in name variable. Okay, and then I have to print the ID. Okay, so I have add one more string. So here I will add one more string, and here I will print with ID. Okay, with ID. So I will give a white space and white space here too. And now I have to add a variable that contains ID of customer. So here ID and then plus once again. Okay. Now I will save it once again, and now I will execute the project once again by clicking this run button. Now I have to wait for some time, and then I will able to test my project. So this is output, and then here I have to enter the name. So here I will enter name. You can add any name. I will add John and ID 12345. Okay, and then I will click OK. Now you can see you have reserved seat number 0. Okay, in because we have started from 0, and 0 in row 0 for John. Okay, with ID. So this is ID. But I have a logic problem here. I am not decreasing the values of seats. Okay, so I will click OK, and then I will close it. Now I have to decrease the value of this seats or count. Okay, so count here. This is the closing of it. So this is closing of it, and here I will decrease the value of count. Okay, so count, what is name of variable? Count. Okay, count minus minus. So in this way we are decreasing the value of total seats. Okay, so here I will save it once again, and now I will execute the project once again. Okay, so this was our logic problem because we were not decreasing the values of total available seats. Now we will uh, check it or test it once again. So name is ABC. I will enter any name and then any ID 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I will click OK. Okay, you have reserved seat number 0 in row number 0. Okay, I will click OK, and now I will reserve it once again. ABT. Okay, now you can see remaining seats are 49 and reserved seat number is 1 in row 0. Okay, so I will click OK, and now I will decrease the seats. Now I am going to decrease the number of seats. So I will enter 10. Now I will save it because I want to test that what will happen if all the seats are reserved. Okay, so I will execute it once again, and now we have total 10 seats, not 50 seats. Okay, so I want to test it in the short time. So here I will enter ABC, any random name and any random ID. Now I will click OK. So you have reserved seat number 0. So here I should add space, but no problem. You can add yourself. So seat number 0 in row 0 for ABC with ID. This is the ID, and now remaining seats are 10. So here I should also add one more space, but now you will add yourself. Okay, so I will click OK. Now I will change the name, and then I will click OK once again. Now available seats are 9, and seat number 1 is reserved in row 0. Okay, because it is our first row. 0 row means that it is our first row because we have initialized variables with 0. If you have to print row number 1, so I will do it. Okay, so I will do it myself, and then here I will enter 1, and also here enter 1. Okay, now we will see row number 1 and seat number 1, and then I have to create a space here. Okay, seat number, here total seats, and seat number here. Okay, so now I will save it once again, and then I will execute the project. Now we will test it completely, and I hope now we have no any problem. So this is our output ABC. This is random name, and this is random ID 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. Okay. Now you have reserved seat number 1 and row number 1 for ABC. This is name, and with ID. This is ID, and remaining seats are 10. And now I will add one more. Only I will click OK. Now you can see this is seat number 2 in row number 1, and remaining seats are 9. I will click OK, and then this OK once again. Now I have reserved seat number 3 in row number 1 with ID 1, 2, 3, 4, and remaining seats are 8. So I will click uh, once more, and so on, and until uh, total seat reservation. Okay, so now I have remaining 3 seats, 2 seats. These are 2 seats, and now I have only single seat. Sorry, all seats are reserved. Okay, now all seats are reserved. This message is printed because we have reserved all the seats. Now no seat is available more. So this is movie ticket reservation management system using Qt Creator framework. I hope this video will be very helpful and easy to understand for you. If you like the video, then please share with your friends and class fellows. And if you have not subscribed our YouTube channel, then please subscribe our YouTube channel right now. Thank you.